so slow. Why does this happen every time?
So I just figured we'd probably do like 15 minutes out here.
There it is.
And then I just click into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the comments will start popping up. YouTube watching. Morning, Jess.
Morning.
Good morning. Sorry I didn't make it back out last night. I had to get tires on my car and that took forever.
Let us know if you can't hear us. You'll probably hear Kacie. But if you can't hear Shell and I, let us know and we'll try to be louder.
Try to project.
We are outside. It is going to be a beautiful day, I feel like. It's going to be, compared to what it's been, like,
A proper foggy February morning.
yeah, I think
It's like fall right now.
yeah.
This is when people start to get that seasonal depression because there's no sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's kind of cool to be gloomy sometimes.
I'm depressed all the time. So the weather's
I
great
think I
to
would
me.
like Seattle and places like that where it's all like rainy. I mean, I don't know if my hair would like it as much because UC is,
I would love to be in rainy Seattle.
right. Well, anything that increases my chances of being closer to Foo Fighters is totally.
Okay, well, anyways, it's nice enough to be outside. It's nice enough to, honestly, I think I might need to take my sweater off because it's
I know,
not
it's
even like
kinda-
cold. It's like,
Yeah.
It's kind of humid though. It feels
Yeah,
kinda
because there's a
humid.
lot of moisture in the air.
I'm cold sensitive, so I'm chilly, but I'm fine.
That's your weather
I keep
report from
fussing
us
with my
this
hair
morning.
so I can see it in the thing.
Okay. Was that a yes? You guys can hear us? Nobody said nothing, so I think that means they can hear us. I need to let Morning.
How's everybody's morning? It's Monday.
It's Monday.
It is.
Not many people like Monday.
Are your kids out?
No, my son had to go to school today.
Pretty sure my kid too.
My kid doesn't go to
Mine
school
are
on
out.
Fridays though. They don't have school on Fridays, so I think maybe that's why I guess. That's what everybody keeps telling me when I'm like, what the hell? He has school today. Everybody says that it's because he's out today. But
I think ours is parent-teacher conferences or something like that.
okay.
I
I hope I
realize
didn't
it was
have
a holiday.
parent-teacher conferences.
Whereas, yeah, banks are closed.
I googled the post office and it's like hours may vary. I was like, oh, it's a holiday.
Yep.
Are you okay? Everybody that has children, or if you're a teacher, are you guys in school today, or not? You can hear us just fine. I hope I'm not yelling.
Okay, good.
What's up, Robin?
Hi, Scout.
Hi, Scout.
Morning, Tonya.
Are you guys outside, inside, driving to work? What are you doing this morning? I feel energized. Like, I feel a little bit more, like, heavy. That's super weird for a Monday, and it's super weird for a morning. But I feel super, super happy. I wonder if it's this. My peanut
What?
butter. I have peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter, I can't remember, from Envy. And I don't know if it makes me feel
Is
just a
it
little...
sativa, indica?
I'm going to be
hybrids?
honest with you and say I don't know. I didn't look. Because I never asked sativa or hybrid because I'm trying to just... I don't have any problems with sativas or indicas or hybrids or anything. Like, some people have more anxiety or different stuff like that. Of course, the terpenes are a factor in that too, but I don't really have any of those issues, so I kind of just go in and I want to just try different things and start journaling and figuring out, like, what exactly works for me. So I haven't
Right.
even got to really look into this one yet, and this is the first time I'm trying it, so...
And it's making you
Yeah,
happy.
I think it definitely
Okay.
makes me feel happy, and the fact that I've been so, like, down and kind of depressed lately, I think this, like, gave me, like, a real pickup.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely good. And I've only hit it a couple times, so
Well,
that's definitely good.
Like the indica, I've kind of gotten to where I prefer the indica. I don't know. I've started liking them. So whenever like we go, I want an indica dominant hybrid, or I want. Well, I don't know if I have ever done like a true just indica. I think I always want like an indica hybrid that has a little sativa in it. But this one, so I have Rosebuds and the Logan's Run, and it is very tasty, I will tell you. It's like pine sol almost. Like I haven't tasted anything like this in a long time. There used to be a guy, I mean back when it wasn't legal and then I was in Texas, this is over, God, like 20 years ago. And there was a guy we used to get some from, and his name was Pine Tree. because his would, and it was like it would open your lungs and like give you that piney taste. And when I hit this, I was like, oh, that's that. Like I haven't had it in a long time, but this is a sativa.
Right.
And I was kind of surprised because it gives me like the head change that I expect to get from an indica. Because from what I've understood, like you don't get that as much with the sativa. It's more like a body high. Like you're energized to go do things. I'm still a noob at trying to figure all this stuff out.
I think everybody's kind of a new, not just in Oklahoma, but I feel like there's not like it's not a ton of information. Like you need to search and find more information. But there's new stuff about cannabis coming out every day. I think really the terpene profile, and this is my belief, plays a huge part in that. Like, and it's not just as much the hybrid or the indica or sativa. I think that's a great starting point, and you're like exactly where you should be on your journey of like, your learning process. And I think it's really good that you're starting to isolate like you like things that are leaning more towards indica, or when you like to use sativas. And I think from what it sounds like too, you are you like, is it pinene?
Yeah, pinene.
Yeah, so pinene may be something that you need to look for too. So when you're ready to move up and be really looking into the terpene profiles, go for the pinene, and that may be the terpene that gives you that you know, that good like.
Yeah, because my other favorite that I haven't been able to find, I got it one time, and it was called Cherry Punch, and it was like a 60, no, it was an 80-20 indica sativa. But it said that the sativa that was in it was just potent enough that it gave you that body energy or whatever. And I liked it. And it was so tasty, but it had like a berry flavor to it. But that was the one that whenever you just barely grind it, this Logan's Run, I feel like it feels like kinetic sand.
It does.
Doesn't it? It feels like kinetic sand. Like, it is beautiful because you just barely just, and it's done. And it's just all fluffy and pretty, and it's really nice. But that cherry, right? Oh, it smells so good. It's tasty. But that cherry punch, it had so much of the, it's not terpenes, it's like,
The trichomes?
yes, it had so many trichomes on it. It was like I had pulled out like a keef reserve and tapped it in there. You know, it was so many. Oh, so tasty.
That's, I think, something I look for too, and that may just be, and I don't know if it's affecting it as much, and you may be able to tell me more if the trichomes are really making a difference, like for my height or whatever. But I feel like when I'm looking, they just aesthetically, like I'm looking for trichomes, like specifically, like I just look for that. Like I'm looking for terpene profile to medicate me, but I'm definitely gonna pick something
Frosty.
Super
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the trichomes are essentially like your pollen, so it's going to get concentrated in that. Well, because with the oils and like the aromatics and flavonoids and all that, it definitely makes a difference.
Oh, don't you love when that happens? Don't you love when that happens?
We're all gonna pretend like I didn't just
No,
do that.
nobody
guys.
saw that. Hey, if we get through the show without me spilling this coffee and making a god-awful mess somewhere, it'll be a miracle. You can ask Scout, like, every time she's around me, I spill something. It never fails.
It's got like a good lid and everything too.
I'll distract everybody. Logan's Run
You
is
would
on
think.
sale at Rosebud.
Yeah.
I grabbed some.
If you're local, if you're in
Yes.
Tulsa, or if you're visiting
Even if
Tulsa.
you're not local.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
like,
It's
okay,
so-
you're not local.
I have a little bit of a love affair with that place, so I mean, I hate to do that, but I can't help myself. Like, just everything is so pretty and so tasty. It's, yeah.
Good morning, if you guys are just joining in. We have talked about terpenes, trichomes. What a fabulous gloomy day it is, because I like gloomy days.
Oh, we didn't mention our Dr. Pepper cream soda that we wanted to try.
Yes.
You guys have to try these when they come out in a store near you. The Dr. Pepper cream soda flavor, Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
It is so good.
Fantastic. It's so good.
Like, I drink diet everything, but this is good.
It's really good. Or unless you're not a cream soda person.
No, I'm a
then,
cream
you know,
soda person.
I love cream soda. I
Do you
grew up
guys
on that.
like cream soda? Is that like too much for you? Is that too much, like too sweet?
Cream soda's gotta be out of the glass bottle.
Oh yeah.
Everything's better out of the glass bottle.
That's true.
Everything is better out of the glass bottle.
Like ice cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
My son got some money for his birthday, and so he went to the store and he bought a 6-pack of the glass bottle Coca-Colas.
That's cute.
And yeah, but you drink out of it and you're like, oh, so good. I wish they'd bring glass back.
I'm literally the worst smoker. I do this every week.
I do. No. That's why I'm more of a chillin' girl or a bong, because I can't pay attention long enough to function properly.
Yeah, if I'm not like breathing or talking at all, I could totally keep it rolling.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's
I
not a
microphone
problem. But if
all
I
the
like
list.
stop to breathe, or if I cough and breathe in the same like between, then it's a real problem. And I have baby lungs, so I can.
Yeah, me too. Because I can make this last. It's ridiculous how long I can make this last for me, just like baby hitting it.
Let's check comments. Monday gets a bad rep for nothing. No work on Monday.
Yes,
Tuesday.
dope girls. I'm getting this one soon,
Yeah, I spilled the pop on mine,
but it's okay.
It's cute with
It's adorable. It's so sparkly. Like it
It's
doesn't
really
do it.
sparkly.
You have to see it in person. It's
Let me see
so
if it'll work.
sparkly.
Ignore the pop, please.
See, and she gives it like good platform. Nice. Like me, I have to like hold it up for you so you can fully see it.
Okay, these shirts are fabulous though.
Yes.
They came from Rogue Hooligan Designs in Tulsa. You can get one of these. We're gonna have new designs probably maybe one day. And if you have your own,
Jennifer
please, you can have your own custom design made too as well. So we can share them later if they're not watching right now. So you can go check their page out.
I feel like I sound like I have bitch ass lungs because I'm smoking on a cart, and I don't normally smoke on carts.
I'm doing good not choking as much as I do. I usually choke pretty bad.
What part is that?
Kristen, this is
The
mine.
Americana
Anytime you're
Maui
ready,
Wowie.
love.
Maui Wowie, yes, the Maui Wowie. I'm not usually a cart person either, but I tried that, the Americana Maui Wowie, and it's Maui Wowie, and I try not to try things that are like super
Same,
common
yes.
name, like something
Oh
that like
no,
everybody
you gotta
knows,
have
right?
you gotta go the old school first. You
I
gotta have the
know,
old
I
school so you can
know.
understand where the strains like come from. You
I'm
know?
always so nervous though that it's just people that have like kind of jumped on and like named their things something like
There's
some
some-
like
yeah.
they're not like legit like genetics
Yeah.
originating from so anyways I usually don't, but I did get that and I think that was a good choice.
Yeah. I've had the Rosebuds one. The purple one, and that one was really tasty.
I love purple
Really
hearts.
tasty.
Rosebuds.
And
It's so
yeah,
good.
usually I'll smoke through them really fast because it's so convenient, you know. And then like we'll just smoke through them in like a day and a half or something. But that one lasted for like almost over 3 days.
And then Casey's the first person that dies from cannabis because she's staying on the vape the whole time. Still, exercise caution when medicating everyone.
No, yeah. I mean, no, okay, that's me and my husband. Hold on, let me rephrase that. That's not just me smoking a gram, like, in a day and a half. No, that's 2 of us.
My comments are delayed, so I'm just now like boobies, like seeing that.
You're just seeing that one?
Good morning.
That, Peggy, that's what I want to try. I have heard that the live resin is like one hit is equivalent to like a joint. I want to try that.
Not tried a
I
live
want to
resin
try
yet.
one. That's like, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's
I don't even know what that. I haven't heard about this.
so they cryogenically freeze it instead of dry it because you lose what it's like 50, 40, 60%, something like that. You lose a large amount of the cannabinoids.
Yeah.
Is that right?
As it
Okay.
dries, yeah.
So yeah, as the drying process, so whenever they freeze it and they do that, you get a higher level. They keep like 80% of it or something. It's a high level, and it may be higher than that, or I don't know.
Do you
But
guys, what all,
it's cool.
Peggy, what do you know about the live resin vapes? What do you guys know? Do you know about the live resin
Yes.
vapes? Am I just super late in the game?
Jess, I agree. The limit does not exist.
I've had it
At least not for
tested.
us.
Yeah, I've tested one.
I've had it tested.
I'd like to just tap on that every day. Just get right up to that. And
Have you tried it, Jen? She said they have them.
Oh, Dr. Green.
Yeah, they have them over at Dr. Green. She said great taste and last longer. Yeah, because they said they're really potent. Like it doesn't take a lot. But see, that's my problem is I like the ritual of smoking. I like getting up in the morning and like grinding my bowl and like sitting there with my cup of coffee and
It's a whole thing.
yeah, because like I find myself like zoned out and I'll sit here and hold my pipe and my lighter and just hold it and watch my show and zone out, and then you realize you're like, oh, here it is.
It's
how
therapeutic,
convenient. Yes, there's a thing to it. I only really like the carts like if we're going out somewhere, like the casino or
So for
somewhere.
convenience,
Yes.
and for like
Yeah.
being discreet, like
Yeah,
that's-
it's not my go-to. I'm a flower girl, like always have been. It's so pretty and I like playing with it.
that is a good place for people like that are just starting concentrates too, right? It's just starting so vapes. Don't go like straight
Yeah,
hard.
you can
into-
hit one puff and like test your limit one at a time.
What was it? There was a documentary talking about like elderly starting to use cannabis to medicate, and this was years ago. And this old man, he bought a pipe and he got some of the flower and he goes home and they're filming him doing this for the first time in his home in private, and it's like it's not like this, it's like a pipe, right? And he lit it from the bottom.
Oh no, yeah, because people just don't know.
They don't know, like he really, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I would never fathom that somebody has been like never, but he did, and then they had to tell him, like the camper crew had to tell him how to do it right. But whenever he hit it, you saw his eyes like light up, and he was like, oh. It was really cute and precious,
Yeah, so a vape would have been way easier.
A vape
to
would have
start
been
with.
very easy for that man to
If
start
you
off
guys
with.
don't know how to do something, if you get a device or a product or something and you're not sure how to use it, you can always reach out to us. And if we don't know how to do it, which Shell probably does,
Probably.
probably, we will figure it out or we'll find somewhere to like direct you. Because you shouldn't be put in a situation like that or something that like maybe makes you kind of have a negative experience
Yeah.
or like feel some type of way. Like you should have a positive experience medicating with cannabis if that's the route you choose. So reach out and definitely like, we can help. Or if you want us to do videos or anything over how to do a Bong 101 video or anything like that, like let us know and we'll do that.
Sal's got the blunt part covered.
Yes, I love teaming up with Sal and stuff, and we should do some like 101s with her and team up. I think that would be really cool.
Do you guys want to see Randy have her eyebrows ripped out?
Yeah, where are we? We should tell.
Okay, so
introduce yourself, Kacie.
we're
This
just
is
sitting
Kacie.
somewhere random in Tulsa. No, we are on the front porch of my private suite that I have over at 51st and Lewis.
So
It's
she's
KM
the-
Aesthetics.
The
Yes.
Eyebrow Whisperer.
My
She's
nickname
the
is-
Tulsa Eyebrow
yeah.
Whisperer.
So true.
That was not, yeah. So that was a name that was given to me. I did not pick it myself.
She does fabulous classic lashes too.
Yeah, what all services do you offer?
So I do facials, but I do like a basic facial. I don't do the steam and cream where I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff on your face and be like, and we're done. I'm going to do a double cleanse. I start off with like a pre-cleanse, and then I'll do another cleanser, and depending on your skin type, it'll be a creamy non-foaming cleanser if you're sensitive, and dry, it'll be a little bit more of aggressive gel cleanser. I hate sulfates, so I don't use sulfates in any of my product. And then I'll do like a good mechanical scrub. And like this is the part where I really like to zone out because you kind of get into that movement. And whenever you have somebody coming in those upward motions, it's just different than whenever you're standing in the shower, like doing your scrub, because you get very bored and tired. And so most people don't scrub for as long as they need to, which you should do everything for 1 minute. You should cleanse for a minute, you should scrub for a minute. Make sure that you're doing it for at least a good enough amount of time that it's going to make a difference. But I like
Great
to,
information.
yeah.
I did not know that.
yeah, for at least a minute. And then no sulfates. You want to look for gels. You want to look for creamy non-foaming cleansers. But the difficult thing with those creamy non-foaming cleansers is finding something that makes you actually feel like you're clean. I'm a dry-skinned girl. It's just what it is. It doesn't matter how much water I drink. It doesn't matter. I'm just a dry-skinned kind of girl. And I know that even me using some creamy non-foaming cleansers, it'll come off and I'll feel greasy, which is not what you should feel. So Dermalogica's the bomb. I've used them since the beginning of my career. I absolutely love them. All of their cleansers are great. All of their products are great. But so I'll do all of that, and then I'll do like a scrub, and then we do some steam, and we'll do some extractions, and I'll go through and like cleanse out like all the oil in the pores, and then we'll do a mask, and then I do some moisturizer, some serums, and you will not leave my room without an SPF on your face.
Because that's important.
Yes.
Even on days like today.
Oh my God.
Say that because I'm sorry.
80% of skin damage is due to incidental sun. That means the sun when you're walking to your car, when you're sitting in your car driving, that 80%. So you need to wear SPF. You need to make sure that you protect your face. You have to. Like, you can't, like, it's just from walking, just coming outside of me, unless you're wearing like a wide brimmed hat, you're always going to have that incidental sun. And that's what causes the majority of our skin damage, not us laying in the sun purposely. I mean, now, the older ladies that were like the iodine babies that laid on the black tar roofs with the reflectors.
They had no chance. They just didn't know. But now you know. And
Yes.
we have to tell people that. Like,
And there's some really good spray tans out there, I'm going to tell you, because I was doing them whenever they first started, and that, like, I
just exfoliate before.
Mhm.
Just super exfoliate.
Well, they were using carrot oil back then,
Okay.
and so it was very Oompa Loompa-ish. Like,
Oh.
it wasn't a pretty, it wasn't, when these people were doing, like, the home tans, like, yeah, I mean, I'm talking, like, the beginning, like, in 2000s, 2002, I had a girl in Florida that would come and, like, spray me, and it was awful. So, there's much better technology now, so you don't have to go in the tanning beds, you don't have to lay out, you can get these really pretty tans without doing any skin damage. But yeah, SPF always.
I'm really nervous about getting my eyebrows done because I
Why?
haven't had them done in so long and they're so bad, and I'm really nervous about you being like, oh my god, what's wrong with your face? Just so you know, that's the anxiety I have right now.
She has no idea.
Not yet.
No idea. She has no idea. The atrocities that I have come, I mean, okay, let me rephrase that because most of my clients are going to think I'm talking shit about them. But
You've
some,
handled all levels
some,
of the
yes,
hair,
some
like-
ladies, they have over tweezed to the point, and then they're like, they just won't grow. And I'm like, if you would just leave them alone. I know you think you're not tweezing a lot, but you're tweezing more than you realize you are. And most of the time, those ladies end up going and getting microbladed. Well, when they get microbladed, they stop touching them, right? Because they're done. But they'll still come into me and let me wax them. Those eyebrows will grow in to fill where that microblading is. And they swore for years that they would never grow. And it's like, if you would just leave them alone and let me do them.
Well, I leave my own a lot, so.
It's a good thing. No, it's a good thing. I would rather somebody who doesn't mess with them than somebody who messes with them too much. Because I can tell. It's just, yeah, an esthetician knows. She knows whenever you have been doing bad habits in between your services. It's not something you can hide. And then if they've gone somewhere else, I will always know. Like, there's even a meme and it says, an affair, cheating on your esthetician is an affair you can't hide. Because I will always know. But it's okay. It's okay. If you want to go somewhere else, you are not mine. You can go wherever you want to. But you will always come back. I promise that.
Okay. Let's go do stuff with my face.
Okay.
Yes.
Carrie, you guys inside here.
Yeah. You guys want to watch?
I'm gonna flip the
Things
screen around
happening.
so you can see her cute little sweet. Not that wall.
I'm not reading any of the comments, so I suck at this.
I know we forget to read comments sometimes.
I know, we get so
we get
into
carried
it.
away, guys. Sorry. Comment away. Look how beautiful it is in here. Check it out. Come sit in the green chairs, the beautiful green chairs. I got right. Everything's so cute, and you have so many cute chairs. Well, you do that furniture thing, damn.
It took me.
So you have cute stuff.
It's taken me a long. Yeah, I have boys at home, so I don't get to have this kind of creative freedom. So I totally take it all out on my room. It's just girly enough for me. Okay.
You know, I have to keep like filling my eyebrows in more and more the more they grow.
Lay down.
Okay. I'm so nervous.
Are y'all ready? I don't need those big ones. But I am gonna need to clean off.
I'll pull you in closer to see as soon as you get started on it.
Be able to.
This is so comfy.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And see, whenever you come in and get lashes, you get a whole nother blanket on top of you for a lash nap.
Oh my god, a lash nap.
Lash naps, honey, is the new beauty sleep.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. So okay,
Before
can people medicate out there? Like, is that okay?
I don't mind, and I don't mind if girls like vape in my room. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I've even had a client come in and like feed me an edible. Like she walked in with some. And she's like, "Here, take this." I was like, "Sweet."
It would be smart to like eat an edible
Like-
before getting doing a lash nap or anything like that. Like that's like
Yeah, that's what I used to
that's
always do
smart.
that.
Okay.
Or I'll sit in the car and just like hit the vape a bunch before I come in.
Yeah, I don't
That's
mind the
like
vapes in
self-care.
here. Like now, the other vapes they end up leaving a smell and stuff. I don't really like those, but I don't mind the cannabis vapes.
That'd be so relaxing. Like,
Yeah.
just, you know. Or the facial, like, you're so fabulous. This is so fabulous.
That was my whole intention. I wanted to make my room to where my girls want to come in and lay down. Like, ugh, I need to go see Kacie and lay down in her room. I think that's what I want them
I
to
do
look
think
forward
that.
to. Yeah, that was my intention.
Yeah, everybody come and check it out. Just so you can sit up here because it's so pretty.
Okay, so lift your head up, and then I'm gonna put this under your neck so that you lean back towards me.
Jess asked. She said she wants to get her lashes tinted. Do you do lash tint?
Yes, I do. I want to put music on, but the last time I did that on a live, I got kicked off.
Don't do it.
So it makes me nervous, I know. I'm one of those people though, I always have to have like
Oh.
background noise or,
Give me your phone for before and after photos.
oh my gosh, okay. Are you gonna be able to open it because I have gloves on?
It slides over to camera.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I am taking a little bit of pre-cleanse and I am removing, because you can use it like a makeup remover.
Mhm.
So pre-cleanse is oil-based, and oils attract to oil, so it's going to pull off that surface sebum, oils, all of the dirt, all of the grime. But all the grime, okay, I shouldn't say that. That
No, it's
sounded
okay.
bad. That sounded awful. Sorry, that's not what I meant. But it's an oil based, and so you put this on and then you go back with it with water and it turns and it emulsifies. And then you remove it.
I'll come bring you guys in closer now.
I apologize for my face.
Oh, dude, you're totally good. So many of my girls, they do that. I mean, you all have to, go about your day, but.
Put the iPad on everybody's head.
How bad if you want that to happen?
I gotta run away, drip. Okay, we'll get that all good and dry. See, and they are not, like, you act like they're so bad. They're really not. No, they're not.
It's like on my nose.
I could set Kacie's phone down for the after photo. That way I can have a better grip on this.
tilt that way. Y'all can't hear all the awesome sounds of nature going on outside my window. Okay, maybe tilt that way. You saying you do that? Is that what you were saying you do? Like the
No,
double? What is the...
Whenever you use your tweezers, I'll put it out. Sorry, adjust my arm here. Oh,
I know. I have that thing for my phone, but you have the iPad.
What if you like stand that way and like hold it like like where you would I was thinking you'd have to drop up higher if you went that way. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know. I'm upside down. Get that unibrow out of there, Blake.
Oh. Here's just little light ones. They're not that bad.
What are people saying? Anything?
I was gonna say, are there any comments or anything going on? Because I can't turn my music on.
Are you guys still smoking? Are you still watching?
Yes, are y'all
What's
even...
happening? Good morning if you're still watching. Oh, somebody's calling me. Stop calling me. I was gonna check comments. Oh, okay, guys.
So have you ever been waxed before? Do you go anywhere?
I used to do my eyebrows like.
So
I
where
used
did
to
you
have
go?
a wax kit. I used to have a wax warmer, like.
Oh, you used to do them yourself.
Mm-hmm. And then I broke my thing. And
Oh,
then,
I was gonna say, did you ever? I mean, you had good experiences. Did you?
Oh
ever...
yeah. No, I was great at it. But you're the eyebrow whisperer, so I'm excited.
Well, you really keep yours nicely shaped. They just need a tune-up. I mean, just kind of like what Shells needed whenever I did hers. Just a little, you know? Just get those little silly hairs. Because whenever you do it in a 2D view, like even for me to do my own eyebrows, when you're looking out the reflection of a mirror, it's an entirely different view than me sitting here above you and able to have this advantage. You know what I mean? Because even when we tweeze, we can't see everything that's in that mirror unless the light hits it just so. I kind of feel like, what is it? Steel Magnolias. When Dolly Parton says, I don't trust anybody who does their own hair, it ain't normal. I feel the same way about eyebrows. You know? Like, you need somebody else to do your brows. It's just a different viewpoint.
So I hope you guys are enjoying watching me get my eyebrows waxed.
I mean, I had people watch the leg wax until I got kicked off for my music. It was so silly.
But I mean, if anybody was scared of getting their eyebrows waxed, or they haven't went, or they just wanted to see what your process was like.
How do you feel about it?
I feel pretty good. I feel super comfortable. I feel relaxed. I keep forgetting we're recording, and I'm like super chill. The fact that I got to medicate before was really awesome. So I feel like I'm on like a mini vacation. But then I look up and I'm like, oh, there's like 30 people watching, 20 people watching. This is for educational purposes, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Well,
As my hashtag always says, it's what I do.
If you have any questions for us, comment. Any questions, really. Or earlier we talked about if you're wanting us to make any videos like Bong 101s or anything like that, terpene videos, like just literally any general education, just comment, let us know. Or you want to know how to clean a bong, like just random, whatever. I feel like I totally trust you, so I'm kind of scared because I'm not even like worried, so then it makes me worried.
Right. Usually whenever I'd go to somebody for the first time, nails or anything like that, you know, you're a little overprotective, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you doing?
Well, and then you're my friend, so I'm like, oh my god, what if she's terrible? Then I'm about to push her down the stairs, and then...
No pushing down the stairs.
I'm just kidding, I love you. I said that on the video. See, I'm so relaxed. I'm like, I'm gonna murder you.
Well, you know, and like whenever... And the eyelash extensions are just, I love them. I think they're beautiful. I think they're just, they're awesome.
Absolutely. I'll address the arms for a minute.
I was gonna say,
y'all get the idea, right? You get what I'm doing. You get the idea. This is like really bright. See, so this is like an old
Trim with
lady.
these.
Is anybody still watching?
Yeah.
Or people? Do you guys still want to see this? Like,
Stephanie says, I was always worried the people at the nail shop will remove my whole brow.
Yeah, I worked at nail shops for like the first 5 years that I ever did this. And it was a learning experience as to what the typical person experiences whenever they get waxed. And I've never done that, you know, like to them, they see it as a side service. They don't see it as something that they do as a main source of income. So to them, you should be able to do these in 5 to 7 minutes, maybe pushing 10. And to me, you know, ever since the beginning, I always took 15 to 30 minutes to do a brow, depending on the brow. And, you know, as I've gotten more experience, I've gotten a lot faster, and I've gotten where I'm like, now I see a brow that can be very tricky for somebody, and I'm like, ha 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 ha, I've seen this before. I know what to do because I've worked through it. I can't tell you how many times I've had these moments where I have a pair of brows in front of me and my heart starts like just pounding because I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? What should I take the hair? Because it's a woman's eyebrow and it means so much to us. You know, our brows are the window of our eyes and it frames our face. But I've worked through that so many times and been like, yeah, and like got those brows exactly the way that I want them, that now whenever I see them, I'm like, I know what I'm doing, you know? But it's just something that I love to do, and I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush through anybody's brows. Go ahead, somebody speak, because I'm going to ramble.
Did you guys ever get nervous? Because I used to get my nails done, and I know, Shelly, you like are very good about taking care of like doing your eyebrows and your eyelashes and your nails and everything. Do you ever get nervous, or did you before, I mean, you found Kacie and other people like that, get nervous going in and smelling like weed at places? Like just smelling like you just smoked, because you probably just smoked in the car or right before you came. So I mean, did you get nervous going in to get your nails done or getting your hair done or anything like that? Like, because I had anxiety about stuff like that all the time, but I have anxiety, so
when I went to a larger nail salon, I was kind of a little weird about it, but didn't really care too much because what are they gonna do? Let's see. And then anyone that's touched my lashes has been 420 friendly. And then yeah, coming to Kacie, getting my brows done and all that stuff. I mean, I wasn't worried about her.
Is there anybody else that is like that then? Because I feel like I was such a weirdo.
I used to melt my nails. I used to always do like the pink and whites, and I would end up like accidentally, because they were so long back in the day, and I would accidentally melt them. And even back then, they'd be like, I'm like, don't ask, don't worry about it. Like, like, don't worry about it. But they knew what I was smoking.
Bubbles actually told me she can tell what you smoke by, she can smell it in your nails when she does them.
I would believe that.
Oh my god.
So she knew I was smoking before I said anything.
Well, I didn't have that anxiety.
See, this is what I like about having this angle too, is that I can kind of like play with your brows, you know what I mean, and like move them around. Like I know where you want your arches to be at, so then I can sit there and kind of manipulate that.
Jordan said she actually had a lady hand her spray and say, "You might need this. You smell like you've been smoking."
Oh my god. Did you stay there? Did you like stay and get your nails done and everything or whatever? Like, do you stay if they say something? Like, would you guys?
It depends what they say.
I was gonna say, yeah.
If they hand me a spray, probably not.
Depends on how well, like if I had been going to them for some years and then they hand me some spray, I probably wouldn't be as offended if it was like a first time
That's true,
person.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it was the first time I walked in,
Right.
that's different.
Excuse you. No, there was a nail guy that there was a few times he walked by me and I'm like, what is that? What is that? And then later on we found out that he was selling weed, and I'm like, you didn't like I said, this is before 788, so I was like, you couldn't tell a bitch? Like, damn, I would have liked you a lot more if I had known that. But every time he'd walk by me, I'd be like, what? Because it was so strong, you could smell it. So they smoke too. I mean, it's not like. Is it working with predominantly Vietnamese? I think there was like 2 Cambodians that I worked with, but their food, oh my gosh, Vietnamese food is so amazing. Like so good. But they know how to party, that's for sure.
Is anybody still watching?
She's like, is anybody still watching?
Should we let them go, like, or?
I'm almost done.
Almost
And then I
after
can
the
release
picture.
you, yeah. I can definitely see where like you struggle to get this one to be even with this one, because this one,
Like,
they're
totally different.
they're just, they can be similar. They have potential.
And if any of you come to Kacie, demand a before and after picture from her, please.
I'm the worst about getting them, sorry. Or just take a really cute selfie. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see what your brows look like after and how you wear them, because I'm always like zooming in and seeing how I can make them better.
Give her a close up for her to zoom
oh
on.
my gosh, I'm always critiquing my own work. Yes. And then Miss Ronde, we're going. Do you want me to fill them back in?
What?
Do you want me to fill them back in? Well, yeah. I mean, I can. That way you don't have to go around with no brows on.
Well, let me pull our viewers up so they can see the finished product.
Yes.
And we will let you guys go.
I haven't seen them yet, so I'm. Oh, okay. That's fabulous. Okay.
Just nice and clean.
Thank you.
All right.
I
There
love
you have
all
it,
of you guys.
guys.
Have a
Bye.
fabulous day.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.